Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing with you some of the steps I've taken to get my baby to love reading books. My baby is currently 14 months old, and whenever she sees books, she would make a beeline for them and pick one out for me to read to her. Although she doesn't understand most of the words, she still likes flipping through the pages to look at the pictures. I've caught her doing that on her own before while I was preoccupied with something else. She would point at a certain picture and read it to herself in her baby language. So that's what we want to cultivate, a love for books that would carry on until they are much older without having us to push them to read. You would want to familiarize your baby to books from an early age. We first started reading to Ezri when she was just a month old. Babies at that age can't really see that well just yet, but that doesn't mean you can't introduce them to books. The kind of books we used were mostly cloth books with black, red and white contrasting shapes, or cloth books with bright, colorful pictures. These cloth books also have crinkly pages that attract her attention so that she knows where she was looking at. With cloth books, since it doesn't have much words, if at all, you can make up words just to let your baby hear your voice and know that you are reading to them. Make sure you have books at all of the locations your baby would most likely be. At the beginning, when she was just learning to sit up, she was mostly at a high chair, so I tied a cloth book to the grapple you see here in the picture beside her teething toys. We used to rock her to sleep using the stroller before transferring her to the crib. At that time, I'd store some bedtime storybooks in the stroller so that I could read it to her as I rocked her to sleep. Here is one of her play areas, which is in my library or study room. As you can see, I keep a box of books here so that it's available whenever she wants to read them. The next picture here is her other play area on the loft, where I kept a similar looking box full of books. If you're wondering about the diaper box, I find that it is just the right height for her to reach in to grab a book. Downstairs, we have the pack and play set up so that we could put her in it while we go about our business at the kitchen. In here, I left a few books for her to read in the corner, which she always does. In the car, I used the seat belt to hold a few books and the car seat's cup holder to hold one of her cube-sized books. It keeps her occupied during our long drives between places. When you are reading to your baby, be sure to make it interesting so that it holds their attention. For example, the Pow Pot Fish book you see in this video has a particular paragraph that rhymes and sounds funny. So, I accompanied that by shaking my hips and wiggling my shoulders. Ezri finds that most amusing and looks forward to reading Pow Pot Fish so that she could wiggle her body along too. Find something interesting to do with each book you read. I find Peekaboo books the easiest to start with, as the surprise element makes my baby laugh. You might want to get a wide variety of books because, as you may already know, these books don't have much words to them, and you would finish reading the book within a minute. Having a wide selection will also help keep things interesting for you and the baby. You will most likely be reading the same books at least 10 times a day, if not more, to your baby. They say that reading to your baby every day is good for them, and it is true. It is also a special bonding time you can spend with your baby. So be grateful that you're going to be spending all that money buying so many books for your baby, because it is also to help you stay sane with all that repetition. So that's all I have to share on getting your baby to love books. Something to be aware of: when you're reading to your baby, be patient and try to see it from her perspective. They're not going to understand what you're saying, much less what you're pointing at, because it is all new to them. Also, their attention span might be short, and you will find yourself not being able to read everything that's on the page. Sometimes I find myself only reading a page or two to her before she loses interest and moves away to pull another book. For books with a lot of words, I make up a short version of the story so that she doesn't get bored too fast and turns the page. Let your baby lead. I hope this video will help you. If it works out too well, you might just find yourself actually hiding away all of the books because your baby just wants to read books all of the time instead of playing with toys like my baby. Thank you for watching my video. If you like it, click on the thumbs up button. If you would like more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!